Hey there, person watching. Thank you for tuning into my channel, Divine Femme Tarot 888. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's nice to see you. So tonight, I thought I would just check the energy, see what's all going on, what you need to know, maybe what your person wants you to know, or especially what the universe wants you to know. So let's get into it. Spirit guides and angels, please shield me, cover me, and protect me throughout this reading and beyond. Divine, give me clear and accurate messages for the person watching. So here we go. So thank you so much to all my subscribers. I appreciate all my new subscribers. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so the next time I do a video, you'll be notified. Also, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for all the likes, shares, and especially the comments. Keep them coming. I love them. Thank you so much. So let's pull from what's the T deck. I did this last night with a different T deck. So we're going to check this one out and see what you need to know. Maybe like what's coming towards you, what you can expect. Ooh, these cards are shuffling kind of funky. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay. So spirit guides and angels, shield me, cover me, protect me throughout this reading and beyond. Divine, give me clear and accurate messages for the person watching. What does my person watching need to know? What's the T? Let's see. What's the T? Ooh, okay. We got a few of them out here. Travel. Ooh, person watching. You might be on vacation right now. You could have upcoming travel with somebody. Maybe your lover. You guys are going on a trip. Let's see. Too busy winning. Wow, person watching. That's amazing. So yeah, maybe you came into some money. You could have recently won some kind of sporting event, but you're too busy winning. You're doing great right now, right? You are getting through this Mercury retrograde okay. None of your nasty exes came back to ruin your life, which is good. So you're winning. You're doing really, really good. I feel like you're really solid, stable. You're doing very well. You could be traveling, like I said, with a friend, with a lover, with family members. It is summer in the Northern Hemisphere, so if you're on vacation and watching this, I hope you're having a divine time. Absolutely fantastic. Take lots of pictures. Don't forget. Yeah, so that's amazing. That's really good. So far, so good. Now, let's see what happens. Let's see what's coming up here. Let's see. Child services. What? See how this can go left so quickly? This is not cool. Child services. Somebody could be reporting you to child services for neglect. Somebody could think that you're not taking care of your children very well. Again, this could be a family friend or a lover that is doing this, that maybe is getting child services involved for some reason. Maybe they feel like you travel too much for work, or maybe they feel like you're kind of neglecting your kids for some reason. That's kind of all bad though, right? That's not good. Like, I was so hopeful, right? Thinking we were in the south of France on vacation. And now we got child services. Like, what's going on? This is all bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, in their head. Yeah, there's somebody all in their head right now, tripped out about you. Can't sleep, can't eat, can't get you off of their mind. Maybe you're traveling with a new lover or a new friend. Maybe you left somebody behind. It could be the father or mother of your children that is calling child services on you just to kind of be nasty, especially if you have young kids. Yeah, wasting time. Let's see. Stuck. No change and limited. Yeah, somebody's definitely wasting time in a relationship or a friendship right now. Maybe Mercury in retrograde didn't bring back a nasty ex, and this person, you know, decided to ghost you and go be with them. And you're like, you know, you're just wasting time. Like, this is lame. And maybe you just don't have time for this crap anymore, right? You're like, I'm good. Yeah, this person's clout hungry, whoever they are. So yeah, this person, you know, always needs attention from other people. They always have to have a large group of friends around them. And I feel like you're just really not that type of energy. You know, you're kind of good on your own. Like, you're independent, you're strong. Again, you're too busy winning, right? Good things are coming towards you. Money is coming in. Opportunities are coming in. And this, I think, is just, you know, a person who could be an ex or could be a current lover who's just, you know, in a nasty energy right now. You know, not a very honest person, lies about everything to you, and you don't find out until after the fact. You know, your intuition kicks in, right? Let's see. Same shit, different day. Absolutely. So I think this person that you may be dealing with or you dealt with in the past, I feel like you've kind of cut ties with them, right? You've pulled back your energy from them because you realize it's the same shit, different day. And again, we're in a Mercury retrograde. You know, we had one in the beginning of the year too, in February and March. And I'm sure people made mistakes at that time too. And now that we're in a Mercury retrograde again, same shit, different day, right? You're just like, screw this. Like, this is still happening and you still want to be with that toxic person, then go be with them. Like, I don't care anymore. And that's the problem that they're going to have, is that you don't care anymore. You know, you're kind of over it, right? You're like, whatever, I deserve better and I'm going to get better. And you will eventually, that's for sure. Let's see, creativity muncher. Yeah, again, this person, you know, they always want to be in the spotlight. They want to act like they're so creative, that they thought of all this stuff, that they've got all these great friends around them. But I feel like they bite off of your ideas a lot, right? And again, maybe that was just very, very draining to you. Actually, I'm going to put this over here. Maybe that was just very draining to you, right? It just got to a point where you're like, look, you know, I'm pouring all this love and this energy into you, and you're just going to give it to other people. And again, I think you pulled your energy back from this person, and this person's miserable now. And if they're not now, they will be, because again, anybody who goes back to a toxic ex during Mercury retrograde always regrets it after the fact, right? And then they're going to not start eating, and they're going to not be able to sleep, and they're going to start looking like shit again, because you were a divine person that they were with, right? And you poured a lot of love and energy. You elevated them. You encouraged them, you know, even when they were discouraged. And for them to take that and go to a toxic person that they know is toxic, and that they know the universe removed out of their life at one point in time, just shows that this person is like not healed and likes negative energy, right? They really do. They like negative energy, and you're just over that. I feel like you're over that. Yeah, bankrupt. This person's bankrupt, right? They're absolutely bankrupt. They're bankrupt spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. You know, they may claim to be like good vibes and positive energy, but in reality, they're not, because their actions are speaking louder than their words. And I feel like you're noticing that, you know, and I feel like you've just kind of been like, look, this is my winning season, right? I've been through a lot. I don't need somebody to pull me down. I don't need to encourage somebody and pour into somebody for them to go pour into other people. And that's amazing for you to realize that, person watching, because nobody deserves that, right? And anyone who thinks that they can have a relationship with two people at the same time is playing with the devil. Seriously. That is the most toxic, narcissistic, nasty thing you can do to people. It's crazy. You can't play with love like that and think you're going to win. You're not. You're absolutely not. So again, I think you're traveling, or you're going to travel. I think you're in a winning season. I think you have a good group of people around you, a strong group of people, friends that really love you. And I feel like you're pulling away from this, which is good. And who needs to be around somebody that is just wasting your time, right? That just wants to drag you along until they get over their ex, or until they're ready to be with somebody. Like, you don't have time to do that, right? Person watching, life is too short to pour into people that aren't pouring into you, right? The energy has to be reciprocated, otherwise it's unbalanced. And I feel like you've elevated higher than this person, and you've realized that they want to stay down below, playing with all that negative toxic energy, and you just don't have the time for it anymore. And who is gonna, you know, who is going to want to be with someone that calls Child Protective Services, calls your job, talks bad about you to people? Like, you don't need that, person watching. You absolutely don't. Child neglect again. So maybe this person, you know, does feel like either you neglected your children, or maybe you feel like they neglected their child. I mean, maybe their child is a mess, right? Can't get a job, can't be in a relationship, can't hold down anything, having a hard time in life, or they're young and they always pawn them off on other people, right? Because again, they could be traveling and going off and doing their own thing, and you know, it could be vice versa. So like I said, take what resonates and definitely leave the rest behind. So let's see, what's up with this travel? Where are you traveling to? What's happening with this travel? Let's see what this travel. Romantic love affair. Ooh, you might meet somebody new, person watching. So you could end up meeting somebody new once you let this person go, you know. You could open yourself up and your heart chakra up to people that will really treat you right, right? They'll take you out. You guys will go places and they'll really pay attention to you. They'll want to be with you. They'll pour into you. You might be in for a romantic love affair. You might even meet somebody when you're traveling, right? That's actually kind of cool. That might be kind of cool. Let's see. Broke ass and idol. Yeah, again, loved, respected, admired, and idolized fan. So you definitely have a fan out there, and this person could be your fan, but again, they're pouring into other people, so it doesn't really matter, and you're too busy winning anyway. And it's broke ass. So this person might be asking you for money, might be calling you selfish because you don't give them money, might be telling you to do what you do, you know, what to do with your money. And I feel like they're probably upset that you are traveling and that you are winning. I really do. So let's get a couple more cards on this, and then we'll pull some tarot on this. Let's see. bad reputation, forcer, caught an STD, and threatening. Yeah, so this person, again, that is sitting in this nasty energy that I feel like you've pulled your energy from, that is, you know, you feel like has wasted your time. They possibly have a bad reputation. There could be a lot of people that talk about this person, and you knew this, you know, but you love them and wanted to pour into them, so you kind of stuck it out with them. But they could be a forcer. They could like force you into stuff, right? They could play you know, mind games with you. They could act like, you know, oh, if you're not with me, then other people are going to be with me, like trying to force you into something that necessarily you don't want to do. But this person's going to end up catching an STD, probably from that ex that they go back to, right? Because you know him or her has been around screwing around with somebody else, and they're in need of money or time or just want attention. And so your person's in dire what is it, in a dire way of, I don't think that's right, dire straits, or your person is jeopardizing their health by being sexually active with this person, because they may end up getting an STD during this Mercury in retrograde. And again, they could be threatening too. They're the toxic ex that they went back to also could be threatening them, right? And the toxic ex could be threatening to call child services on you, or talking bad about you because they found out about you, and you know, they just want to ruin your life. But you know what, that's what toxic exes do. So again, during Mercury retrograde, you're never supposed to go back to a toxic ex. Never. That's like the worst thing you could do for yourself, honestly. That's the worst thing you could do. I mean, some relationships could work out, but if that person's cheated on you, lied to you, taken money from you, manipulated you, treated you like crap, you know, been negative to your family, like that's not somebody that you should be going back to, or they should. But if they did that, good for you for getting away from it, because that's not what you deserve. You deserve something much better than that. You're a divine being, right? You pour into people. You help people elevate, right? You know that you can only make yourself happy, and people can only make themselves happy. And yeah, this person isn't happy at all. They're fussing and fighting with everybody. This could be an air sign that you're dealing with. Their toxic ex could be an air sign, a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra, right? So keep that in mind. But they're fussing and fighting with people. They've gotten caught in lies. The communication is all screwed up. And if it's not, it's going to be, because this Mercury retrograde is lasting all the way till August 11th. So we still have quite a few days to get through this. So yeah, I wouldn't, like I said, just move away from this person, especially if you're out traveling and you're winning. You're going to come up in life, person watching. I feel like you've had a hard time probably the past year or two, and it's your time to win, you know, and you don't need negative people bringing you down, right? You don't need to be pushed aside, right? You need to shine. You need to be out in the open, right? There's lots of people that will want to love on you, person watching. And if this person doesn't want to, then it's their loss. And look, you're going to have a lot of communication coming in, a lot of offers. People are going to start calling you, wanting to go out with you, wanting to hang out, maybe take you out on a date or two. So, and you're going to get communication too from other people about this toxic ex and what they've been doing. Because I feel like stuff's going to end up on the internet, for example, or they're going to screw up, and they're going to end up getting caught up. And I think they're going to be really embarrassed when they do. But yeah, look, you're sitting in your emperor position, right? You are all the kings in the deck, right? You're honest, you're loving, you're kind, you are passionate, and you're grounded. You're stable. You're seeing all the kings in the deck. So that's amazing. That's great energy. And you do have an offer coming in. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. Now, this is the slowest moving knight in the deck, okay? So check out this horse. He's not going anywhere, right? So whichever relationship comes to you next is going to be something that is going to be cultivated over time. It's going to be something that maybe you're going to have to deal with as far as like trusting people again because of this other person that you have been dating or in a relationship with for a while now. And it's hurtful to you, you know, and I don't think you're going to dive into something really quickly. If you've already been through this with this ex, you know, this nasty person trying to do you dirty, and you're in a relationship right now that is good and kind and gentle and healthy, then it's going to take some time for that relationship to cultivate, and that's okay. I mean, it's better to take time and get to know people than it is to rush into something within like 3 to 6 weeks, because you don't really know who people are, right? And that's a lot. People make a lot of mistakes doing that, right? Like they get sexually attracted to somebody and they dive into it really quickly, and then months later they're like, oh shit, what did I do, right? So you got to take time. You got to cultivate the relationship. You got to get to know each other. And so that's not a bad thing. And it will be a stable relationship if it's not already, right? Justice. Yeah, justice is going to come in for you, and this person's going to get karma, right, for going back to their ex and treating you like crap and having their ex threaten to call protective services, threatening them, just causing you all kinds of havoc. The karma is going to hit this person. It's absolutely going to hit it. And again, remember, when Mercury retrograde is over and this person takes off their rose-colored glasses and looks at the toxic person next to them, everything is going to reverse. So oh, we're going to be in love, we're going to be this, we're going to be that. It's not going to happen. It's all going to reverse, right? It's all going to reverse because this person was just one of many, right? This toxic ex went and looked for your person, and unfortunately your person was weak and they got back with them. And this toxic ex has lots and lots of choices. And again, once Mercury retrograde's over, guess what? All the choices are going to come back and your ex is going to be miserable. But it's what it is. And yeah, and also not only in the Emperor position, but it's emphasizing that you're also sitting in the King of Swords position, right? So this person, once they do try and come back after their toxic ex screws them over, they're not going to be able to lie to you anymore, right? I don't even think you're going to take them back. I think you're kind of over it by now. I think this has happened one too many times for you, and you're just ready to move on. You know, and it's unfortunate for them because I feel like you did keep the communication open, and I feel like you really genuinely trusted this person, and they betrayed your trust, right? And now you're seeing in this energy where if you lie to me again, I'll cut you out of my life, and we won't even be friends, right? I think you're really that strong right now, which is amazing. That means you've elevated, and that means you've grown. You're not sitting around crying about somebody that clearly doesn't care about you if they're going to go back to a toxic ex. But yeah, this person's going to come in the middle of August after Mercury retrograde and try and get you to calmer waters. And I really don't think it's going to work, unfortunately, person watching. I think this person burned a bridge that they may never be able to cross. Now, for some of you, they will be able to. And if you truly believe them and trust them and want to take them back, you go for it. But you better be very careful, person watching, because they're weak for taking back a toxic ex. Yeah, and look, and they're sitting with somebody who is lying through their teeth. Right, this Queen of Wands in reverse. Again, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, lying through her teeth about what's going on, about what's been happening. And again, your person's going to completely regret it. And they're going to be, oh my God, we got the 10 of Wands. And wait, we got, yeah, the 10 of Wands. And we got the 9 of Wands. Holy crap. Back to back. 19 wands. Look at this shit your person is going through for getting with this ex, person watching. You see how the universe works? Be careful, because once you screw over a divine connection and a divine person, I'll tell you what, the universe will allow the devil to play with your soul. And that's exactly what's happening to this ex of yours, or this person that you were dating that took back their toxic ex. I mean, they are going through it. They're not going to be able to eat. They're not going to be able to sleep. Their car is going to break down. They're going to lose their job. All kinds of bad stuff is going to happen. And it's nothing you did. It's what they did. It's the choice that they made. So you just keep on winning, person watching. You stay in your lane, do your thing, travel, go have fun, meet some new people, hang out with some old friends that you haven't seen in a while, and your life is going to be fine. So I feel like you're doing good during the Mercury retrograde. Be super proud of yourself and just let this person go off and learn the toxic lesson that they need to learn. I mean, hey, you want to keep going on cycles of negativity and toxicity, then you're going to end up hurt in the long run. And that really has nothing to do with you, person watching. So just keep on winning and enjoy. All right, I'm going to end it here. Good luck, person watching. If you like this video, throw a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you the next time I drop a video. Bye, person watching.